Hey guys, it's Bri, and recently I've been into all things Apple. In this video, I wanted to do a comparison on the two new Apple Watches compared to some of the Apple Watches of the past, and just give you a nurse's perspective on whether the health features on the new Series 6 is worth the extra $200 that you would be paying. Is it really beneficial for regular people with no health conditions? And is it worth it to spend $400 on the new watch? So I'm just gonna give you guys my perspective from a nurse, from an RN, on how these Apple Health features will help your life or really could be a waste of money. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in figuring out whether this is a good investment. I have an Apple Watch that I will be doing a video on how I use at work and just in my daily life for productivity sometime soon. So make sure you like and subscribe so that you can get updates on my upcoming videos. So first things first, a lot of people are realizing that this upgrade is not the biggest upgrade. Apple did just come out with the Series 5 last year, and before that the Series 4, and there hasn't been a whole lot of changes, especially with the design. The design is very similar still. There are new watch faces that you can get if you upgrade from the Series 3. Personally, I still have the Series 3 Apple Watch. I have it in silver. It came out in September 2017. And so it's pretty old. It's about 3 years old now. And basically, the things that I love about it is that it fitness tracks, it tracks your heart rate. I can do lots of stuff on it at work. And like I said, I will be reviewing my watch in another video to come. But for this video, I'm reviewing the Series 6 health features, the blood oxygen monitoring. I just feel like personally, this feature is not something to go crazy about on the Apple Watch. Studies have shown that blood oxygen monitoring or pulse oximetry monitoring or SpO2 levels can be an early detection of the COVID-19 coronavirus. The thing that I will say about this is I personally own a pulse oximeter that is a small clip-like device that is painless. It is probably about $10 to $20 at your local gas station, pharmacy, you know, like a Walgreens type of thing. You can order one online off of Amazon for probably $10 to $20. You guys, if you're really worried about your health, buy the pulse oximeter for $15 and just keep it with you. It's very small, it's portable. I mean, if you really think that you're short of breath at times during the day, then you should probably carry one around and check it. The thing about it is the pulse oximeter that clips on your finger is medical grade. It will give you 100% of the time the right reading. And Apple has stated that their tech is, number one, not medical grade, and number two, not 100% accurate. Which, I mean, they're saying that it's pretty accurate. They're saying that it's 99.6% accurate, which is pretty accurate. But that is when the watch is in the most optimal position. You are still for those 15 seconds. I mean, there's lots of factors that go into whether the results are accurate or not. And most of the time, your watch is probably not going to be in the right position. You're probably not going to be just resting in the most optimal position. So you're probably not going to get the most accurate reading. So I feel like it's easier to just get a pulse oximeter, put it on your finger. It doesn't take 15 seconds. It probably takes about 5 seconds. And all you have to do is just relax your hand and get a reading from it. I don't think that this feature in a watch is the most compelling thing to spend an extra $200 for. On the flip side, it is a very helpful feature. People that do have conditions such as COPD, heart disease, asthma, recurring pneumonia, lung cancer, heart failure, any type of congenital heart defect, this actually might be a strong reason to get the watch. You may actually find some benefit in this watch because it is kind of handy, and if you're constantly checking your pulse ox like that, then I feel like it would be nice to just have it on your wrist. And I feel like those type of people with those conditions would be completely fine with spending the extra $200 to get that feature so that they can monitor their oxygenation levels right there on their wrist. For normal people that do not have any serious heart or lung defects or diseases, I think that this is not enough in general for the amount of money that they're wanting you to pay extra for. Most people that I've talked to recently that have bought the 6 bought it and then realized that they either never used the pulse ox, or they've used it 1 or 2 times just because it was cool and they wanted to see what it was, but they don't use it on a regular basis enough to rationalize the extra $200 that they spent on the device. So for me, if you've never owned an Apple Watch before and are thinking about investing in an Apple Watch just for normal activities like fitness, heart rate notifications, I would suggest getting the Apple Watch SE. I personally am also upgrading to an Apple Watch SE, and I plan on doing a review for you guys sometime soon. It does not have the always on display, so if that is something that's important to you, if you want to always have your watch face for others to see, spend the extra $200 just so that your watch can always be on, then I guess do your thing. But for me, I use mine for productivity. It's not necessarily something that I'm like showing off to others. So as long as I can get those watch faces that will help me to be productive, which I can get on the SE, and as long as I can still have those fitness features and the new fall detection. It also does have the always on altimeter, so if you are into hiking and stuff, you can still get that use out of the SE. It's not only on the 6. So you guys, I just feel like for overall value, the SE is offering a lot more. The only 2 things that the SE does not have is the blood oxygen monitoring app, the ECG app that allows you to track your heart rhythm and see what kind of rhythm you're running, but I think it only detects AFib, atrial fibrillation. It'll either tell you sinus rhythm, sinus tachycardia, sinus bradycardia, which is like a high or a low rate of rhythm, but it's not irregular. And then it'll tell you atrial fibrillation, which is basically your heart is not pumping all the blood out. So some of the blood is pooling, and this can lead to clots and strokes and DVTs. So if you have a rhythm like that, it would be good to get the 6 so that you can monitor your ECG and see what kind of rhythm you're in. While the ECG app can be helpful because we'll often experience AFib asymptomatically, even though it doesn't affect that much of the population. Only 2% of people younger than 65 and only 9% of people older than 65. But I do applaud Apple once again for incorporating more health and wellness features into their watches and making them more marketable for people that do have diseases where this might be very convenient. Right now though, these features are just too expensive, and it's way too expensive for me to justify the purchase, even with the payment plan over a 2-year period that will make it only about $16 a month. Like I said, I'm personally getting the Apple Watch SE. I will show you guys the color and everything when it gets here, but basically my review and my recommendation would be, if you don't have any type of heart or lung serious chronic issue, then I think that the SE provides better value and better options than the Series 6. Overall, I am super excited that Apple is starting to incorporate more health and wellness features into their smartwatches. Garmin and Fitbit have been doing this for a couple of years now, so it's good to see Apple start to catch up. On the other hand, I feel like the watch health features will still not appeal to the majority of the population until more vital signs are added in, such as blood pressure monitoring, temperature monitoring. But I do believe that this watch is helpful for some people. If you can afford it, then this is a great watch to have. It does have some great wellness features. You guys stay tuned for what is to come. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Go ahead and press the subscribe button if you enjoyed, and press the like button so that others will know that you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in my next video.